Greetings! In this video we'll tour a room at Disney's Pop Century Resort and discuss its pros and cons. We recently stayed in Building 10 in room 118. Pop Century is in the wide World of Sports area of Walt Disney World off of Century Drive. The resort has nearly 2,900 guest rooms. With 2 queen-size beds, this ground floor standard room sleeps up to 4 adults. The table easily converts to a bed with a mattress that's a few inches thinner than the other one. The pull-down bed is made up with a light blanket and sheet. The main bed has only a thin bedspread and sheet. In winter months, you'll probably want to request extra blankets. Floating nightstands with open storage cubbies flank the beds. Light switches and outlets with 2 standard plugs and 2 USBs are situated on either side of the main bed. A Hey Disney voice assistant sits on the nightstand closest to the door. You can use it to request extra blankets or towels, among other things. The room lighting is okay unless you have work to complete. That said, the lighting is far better than that in Animal Kingdom Lodge rooms, and even in some chain hotels that supposedly cater to business travelers. You can store your luggage beneath the main bed or perhaps by the connecting door, as we did. We hung our hats, light jackets, and park bags from the coat hooks to keep us organized within the compact 260 square foot room. The bureau across from the main bed features ample storage and conveniently placed outlets for charging magic bands, phones, or whatnot. We'll discuss the resort's pros and cons later in the video. You'll find a Bible on the shelf. The safe is spacious enough to hold a 16-inch laptop and other small items. The 3 bureau drawers are long yet shallow. Most luggage storage cubes will just fit inside. At the time of filming, the TV viewing options were lackluster, including the resort info channels that we rely on as background noise to help us sleep. The waste and recycling bins were too small for our needs, especially when bringing well-ordered food to the room to eat. We miss the old mini fridges that got cold enough to safely store food. This beverage cooler didn't work well. We needed ice to make drinks cold. In contrast, the air conditioner worked exceptionally well. The tub doors may pose a challenge when bathing young children. And the water pressure from the handheld shower head is too low to rinse out shampoo. A cup would work better. Though the pressure from the main shower head was barely adequate, hot water was ample. Drain flies were a persistent problem during our stay. We had to keep the tub drain closed to keep them at bay. A motion sensor triggers the bathroom fan. We found the unavoidable fan noise annoying. We would have liked a wider bathroom counter and a smaller sink. We kept envisioning young children using the protruding sink bowl as a climbing toy. Notice the narrow cabinet depth, too. The closet storage is adequate for 1 or 2 people, possibly more during summer months. We prefer the previous configuration that had a much longer clothes rack and storage spaces beyond children's reach. One of our main complaints about Disney's resorts is their towels. We appreciate Disney's conservation efforts, but the towels in Disney's value resorts are essentially child-sized. Even the ones in Disney's deluxe resorts are too short to wrap around an average adult. Consider packing a lightweight robe or beach towel if modesty is a concern. The hairdryer fell from the bathroom cabinet while we were filming the laundry line over the tub. Perhaps the upcoming refurbishments scheduled for March 2025 until February 2026 will improve the bathroom layout. Our nitpicks aside, Pop Century is a solid choice for staying in the Disney bubble. The facial tissues are even worse than the towels. Trust us, you'll need at least 2 tissues to avoid snot-covered hands. As for the toilet paper, you'll find better quality in most airport bathrooms. Building 10 is themed to the 1970s. Other areas of Pop Century represent the 1950s, 1960s, 1980s, and the 1990s. Standard rooms have views of the resort, hotel, or parking areas. The view outside our room consisted of trees and landscaping. Our walks to and from the lobby and food court took us past a larger-than-life big wheel, foosball court, Mickey phone, Twister game, yo-yos, and 8-track tapes. From Building 10, the walk to the bus stop was slightly shorter than the walk to the Skyliner. Even with blistered feet, either walk took about 5 minutes. Resort buses were usually packed at peak times, such as before park opening. For early entry, another bus often arrived while one was loading. The Skyliner lines were even longer in the mornings, but moved steadily, alternating between Pop Century and Art of Animation resort guests. The Skyliner is a gondola transportation system that operates between several Disney World resorts and 2 of its theme parks, namely Epcot and Disney's Hollywood Studios. The wayfinding signage for the Skyliner may take you on a longer route than needed. Head toward the lake and you may find a shorter route. A schedule of resort activities is posted in the lobby. You can request a paper copy from a cast member, as we did. Some activities, such as the tie-dyed t-shirts, require small fees to cover the cost of materials. Pause the video if you need more time to read the documents. If you plan to spend a lot of time at the pool, Building 10 may not be the best location for you, because the foosball court takes up the space where you typically find a pool. The closest pools are in the 1960s or 1980s areas of the resort. The children's splash pad is in the 1960s area. At this time of year, very few people were using either. To help you decide whether this resort meets your vacation needs, we've listed several pros and cons. Pros: although not cheap, the resort is more affordable than Disney's moderate and deluxe resorts. The Skyliner provides another transportation option, except when the wind or weather is severe. Partial shelter is available when waiting for the bus. The decor features pop cultural icons such as Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. The resort has a playground and other kid-friendly spaces. Cons: the rooms are small and the bathrooms are even smaller. There's only fast food options, there's no pool slides, rooms have poor soundproofing. The resort is a popular choice for cheerleaders and other school groups. For more information about Disney's Pop Century Resort, see the links we posted in the video description. If you found this video useful, please like, subscribe, or watch another of our travel-related videos. We'd love to hear about your experiences staying at Pop Century. Please leave a comment if you have questions, suggestions, or stories to share.